All right, let's dive into something I think is a total game changer: AI video creation. Today, we're going to unpack the Seedance 2.0 Masterclass. My goal, to show you exactly how you can take those amazing ideas floating around in your head and turn them into incredible, stunning animations. So, let's start with the big picture, the dream. We're talking about that fundamental creative spark, that feeling of having an image, a scene, a whole world in your mind, and just wanting to pull it out and make it real for everyone to see.
I mean, think about it. Have you ever woken up from a super vivid dream? Or just had a crazy idea pop into your head and thought, man, if only I could show this to people? Yeah, that's the exact feeling we're going to harness today. For the longest time, that kind of power was locked away. It belonged to massive animation studios with huge budgets or, some coding genius. But not anymore. Seriously, everything has changed. What felt like pure science fiction is now literally a reality, and it's sitting right there on your own computer.
Okay, so how do you actually tap into this power? Well, the answer lies in this whole new generation of tools. We're seeing this massive shift away from super complex, intimidating software and moving towards something that's all about pure creativity. And, you guessed it, Seedance 2.0 is right at the front of that charge. And this slide, wow, it really lays it all out. Just look at the difference. The old way, remember wrestling with that ridiculously complicated software? The learning curve that felt like climbing a mountain? And then waiting and waiting for hours just for a single render? Yeah, Seedance 2.0 just throws all of that out the window. Now we're talking simple prompts, controls that actually make sense, and getting magic back in minutes. It's an absolute revolution. But with any new revolution, you need a guide, right? You need a map to navigate this new world. And that is exactly what this masterclass is. Don't think of it as some boring, dry technical manual. No way! It's a treasure map, and it points you directly to all the creative gold. Okay, so what's actually in this new creative toolkit of yours? The masterclass really boils it all down to 3 fundamental powers that Seedance 2.0 puts in your hands. And trust me, once you get a handle on these 3, you can do pretty much anything. First up, and this is the big one, is text to video. This is the absolute foundation of everything. It's the, frankly, mind-blowing ability to just type out a description of a scene with words and then watch the AI build and animate it right in front of you. Just let that sink in for a second. Your vocabulary is now your animation studio. But okay, how do you actually write a prompt that gets you what you want? It's not just throwing random words at the screen. The masterclass gives us this super simple 3-step formula. First, the subject. Easy enough, right? Who or what is the star of your scene? Second, the action. What are they actually doing? And third, this is the fun part, the style. This is where you put on your director's hat and start talking about lighting, camera shots, the whole artistic feel. So remember, subject, action, style. That's the secret sauce. All right, power number 2 is image to video. So what if you already have a picture you love? This is for you. It's the power to take literally any static image, a photo you took, a drawing, a piece of digital art, and just breathe life into it. You upload it, you direct its movement, and you turn it into a living, breathing scene. And we're talking about real granular control here. This isn't just some simple make it move button. You can dial in the motion strength, you can add camera pans and zooms, you can tell the AI exactly which part of the image to animate. You can even add things like wind or rain. You are truly fine-tuning the performance, not just press and go. And that brings us to the third and final power, style control. This is like the finishing polish, the secret ingredient. This is where you truly refine your art. The masterclass describes these style modifiers as having your own virtual director of photography on call. It's how you nail the exact mood, the specific look and feel you're going for. Okay, so we've got our 3 core powers, right? Text to video, image to video, and style control. That's our toolkit. Now, let's put it all together. Let's walk through an example from the masterclass and see how these tools combine to create something truly spectacular. So here's our mission, should we choose to accept it. We want to create a surreal, beautiful scene from the deep ocean. It's a great goal because it's both specific and leaves a ton of room for creativity, a perfect test case. Okay, so this is the starting prompt. A majestic, bioluminescent jellyfish pulsing rhythmically through a cosmic nebula. I mean, how cool does that sound? And you can see that 3-step formula at work, right? The subject, the jellyfish, the action, pulsing rhythmically, and the style or setting, that cosmic nebula, which gives it that awesome, surreal vibe. But we're not done. Now we bring in that third power, style control, to really level this up. We're just adding a few simple tags: cinematic lighting, macro shot, hyper-detailed, 8K. See what's happening? We're giving the AI very specific instructions, just like a director on a film set. This is how you go from a cool idea to an absolutely jaw-dropping image.
So we've crafted our perfect prompt. We've given our directorial notes. How long do you think this takes to go from just those words to a fully rendered animated scene? An hour? Maybe? 10 minutes? Nope. 90 seconds. That's it. A minute and a half from idea to reality. It's insane.
And the result is, well, it's a breathtaking piece of animation. It looks professional, it's exactly what we asked for, and it was ready in less time than it takes to make a cup of coffee. Think about that. The wall that used to stand between your imagination and a final polished product, it's just gone. Look, this is so much more than just a cool new toy. The implications here for artists, for filmmakers, for storytellers, for anyone with an idea, are just massive. So, what's the big takeaway from all this? What does it really mean?
Here's what I want you to walk away with. First, your imagination is the new currency. That's the most important skill now. All those technical hurdles, they're crumbling. Ideas that used to take teams of people weeks to create can now be brought to life in minutes. The gatekeepers are gone. The most important thing is this: you are the director now. The power is officially in your hands. And that leaves us with one last really big question to think about. For so long, the power to build these incredible animated worlds belonged to a tiny group of people. But now that anyone can sit down at a keyboard and direct their own universe, what happens next? What amazing, beautiful, and weird new stories are finally going to be told?